to spend adequate time here with all of you this evening as I was hoping to do. But I came here to Coimbatore for a primary purpose, which was very nicely arranged by the devotees, Dr. Maharaj and Chimaya Garanga Guru, and both have helped tremendously in facilitating my treatment here at the clinic. And since that was my primary objective, I had to fulfill my last requirement, which was meeting with the doctors today, which happened to be exactly the same time I was supposed to be here. So, therefore I'm a little late, and I have another appointment with the doctor at 9 o'clock. And I'm leaving tomorrow. So I will only say a few words. And I'm very happy, at least I was able to come and take darshan of the deities, and to see all of you. And thank you very much for welcoming me here. And it's always wonderful to be at another one of Srila Prabhupada's temples, where he is certainly very firmly situated, and his mission is being carried out very nicely. And it is always very satisfying when I travel throughout the world to get opportunities, new opportunities like I have tonight, to see another one of Srila Prabhupada's glories, and the glories of those devotees who are very dedicatedly serving him and continuing his mission. So for that, I'm also very grateful that I was able to come for the short time that I was able to spend with all of you. I was going to speak, initially I was going to speak a little bit about Damodar Leela, because I believe it is, tonight is the first night of party. And just today, actually, I had to, not every day, but every couple of days, I write something and I post it for devotees who are regularly reading the things I've been writing while I've been here in the clinic. And today I was writing an answer to a question that somebody had asked in relationship to Mother Jasoda's tying up Krishna with a rope. And the devotee was inquiring specifically in relationship to the commentary that I had spoken about by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in his pastime, which speaks about a very wonderful and important point. So I'll just touch upon that point and speak just for a few minutes. And maybe Maharaj might be able to let me know, or he already has let me know many times before. But I was specifically speaking about the Mother Yasoda's attempt to bind Krishna with ropes. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that Krishna, he has this desire that he wanted to go out and play with his friends and didn't want to be restricted in any way by his mother. Because he had a desire, therefore entering within his body were two potencies. One potency was called the Satya Sankalpa Shakti, which is the potency which fulfills every one of Krishna's desires. And the other potency was called the Vibhuti Shakti, and that Vibhuti Shakti is the potency which makes something very wonderful happen to Krishna's powers, his opulences. And the very wonderful thing that happened was that Mother Jasoda, when she was attempting to display her maternal affection to his son and wanted to chastise him as a mother should do when a child is overly mischievous, and she wanted to restrain him by tying him up with ropes. So by her efforts to do so, she still found that every time she added more ropes to the original rope she had, that they were always 2 fingers too short. And therefore, the elderly gopis who were watching her efforts to tie up Krishna, they tried to convince Yasoda that she should just accept it as that she was not going to be successful in her efforts to find her son, and therefore they suggested that Mother Yasoda should just stop him, because he was not going to be chastised at this time. But Mother Yasoda was very determined to find her son, and therefore she said, no, I want to see the extent of my son's waist. And therefore she requested all the other gopis to go back to their homes to look for rope and to bring them, so she could add them to the rope she was using so she could find Krishna. So they all brought rope, and as we know, she was tying them all together, and every time she tied them, with still 2 fingers too short. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives a very wonderful explanation, and it is an important explanation about this pastime. And that is that although Krishna had a desire to be free, so he could go out and play, he didn't want to be restricted in any way. Mother Yasoda, she had a desire to punish him, to bind him with ropes. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that whenever there is competition between the devotee and the Lord, that the determination of the devotee prevails. And in other words, Krishna allows himself to be defeated. And in this particular incident, how was he defeated? He explains he was defeated because when he saw Mother Yasoda's determination through her very hard labor, and in fact, the word he used is parishama. Now, many of you are familiar with this word parishama, which means hard work. Srila Prabhupada also speaks about this in Srimad Bhagavatam commentary, when he talks about pavagar. And he says that the word pavagar, I have a few minutes. How long will it take to get back? 20 minutes, huh? Yeah, I might not be able to finish it. I better not explain this. This will take another 10 minutes so to explain pavagar, not pavagar. But anyways, when he saw Mother Yasoda's hard labor, what happened was his heart melted and his Kripa Shakti manifested, his mercy manifested. And when his Kripa Shakti manifested and his heart melted, then the distance of 2 fingers was filled by 2 characteristics. One was Bhakta Nishta. And the Bhakta Nishta was the firm determination of the devotee to tirelessly serve the Lord. And Svanishta was described as Krishna's unfailing potency, the emperor of all of his qualities, is that he never fails in his affection for his devotees. And because he never fails in his affection for his devotees, when the devotee tirelessly endeavors to do something which is pleasing to the Lord's heart melts, and his mercy manifests. And he allows that devotee to become successful in their efforts, even if it means that he has to give up his own desire. His own desire was to go out to play, but that desire was defeated. Mother Yasoda's determination prevailed and defeated Krishna's desire to play. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also explains that what happened was that when Krishna's mercy, potency, his Kripa Shakti manifested, what happened was that this distance of 2 fingers was filled by this Kripa Shakti, this mercy of the Lord. And the Satya Sankalpa Shakti, the potency to fulfill Krishna's desires, and the Vibhuti Shakti, they both immediately left his body. and he was bound. So, this pastime is instructive in many respects, but it helps us and gives us a little glimpse to understand how important it is to be very determined and to be prepared to very tirelessly engage in our efforts to satisfy the Lord, to satisfy the devotees of the Lord. Because Krishna can be purchased by that effort and allow himself to be ultimately defeated. As we know, Srila Prabhupada also explains that the love of the devotee is so powerful that Krishna allows himself to be controlled by that love. Prabhupada explains is that although it appears that Krishna is conquered by the devotee, he said the actual real explanation of it is that not that Krishna is conquered by the devotee, but Krishna is conquered by the love of the devotee. So we should learn from this pastime and meditate on the whole Leela. There's so much to be learned from the Leela. During this month of Kartik, we can meditate on these activities of the Lord and the wonderful prayers of Dhammatarastika prayers, which very elaborately describe this pastime of how Krishna is bound by the love of his mother Yasoda. So I thought I should speak a few words about Dhammatarastika because of the auspiciousness of today's event with beginning of Kartik. And I thank you, and I really have to go now. Get back to
Maharaj, thank you very much for your presence and for in those few words bringing a powerful conclusion of the whole Damodar Leela to us and being here with us in the opening day of Damodar month. And we hope that by your blessing all the devotees here will develop a determination to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission and follow this wonderful instruction of being determined and in the face of many odds and different types of challenges and serve Krishna. So thank you very much. It's very inspiring that you're here, and it's a great fortune to have your association all with you. I actually came here on the last day of the meeting. Came over here because I had some other things to attend to. So it's not able to spend much time. But I'll spend a few minutes with you before we leave today. It's Krishna's blessing. Haribo Maharaj ki Jai. Nasaranjan Swami ki Jai. 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 Hari Hari Bol.